Hello, and welcome to my channel. Relax, and get ready to listen to today's story. Now I'm going to tell you a story about a cozy coffee shop in the center of Madrid. You will hear amazing stories that happened in this cozy coffee shop. Isabella Rodriguez moved with purpose through the bustling cafe, her dark curls bouncing with each step. Her warm smile lit up the cozy space, casting a welcoming glow over the traditional Spanish decor. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee wafted through the air, mingling with the soft strains of flamenco music playing in the background. As Isabella greeted each customer with a hug or a kind word, the cafe came alive with the hum of conversation and laughter. Regulars and newcomers alike were drawn to her magnetic presence, feeling instantly at home in her embrace. Isabella's energy was infectious, infusing the space with a sense of warmth and belonging that kept people coming back day after day. Buenos dias, mi gente. Isabella called out, her voice filled with genuine joy. Welcome to Café del Amor, where every cup of coffee comes with a side of love. The customers responded with smiles and nods, settling into their favorite spots as Isabella bustled about, taking orders and sharing stories. She knew each patron by name, their preferences memorized down to the last detail. From the elderly couple who always ordered their café con leche with an extra dash of cinnamon to the young artist who found inspiration in the café's vibrant atmosphere, Isabella made everyone feel like family. Among the regulars at Café del Amor were Miguel, a retired musician with a twinkle in his eye and a guitar slung over his shoulder, and Sofia, a young artist whose colorful paintings adorned the walls of the café. Miguel would often serenade the guests with his soulful melodies, his fingers dancing across the strings with practiced ease. Sofia, on the other hand, found solace in the café's creative energy, sketching and painting with fervor as she absorbed the vibrant surroundings. One day, as Miguel strummed his guitar in a corner of the café, Sofia approached him with a shy smile. "Your music is beautiful," she said softly, her eyes alight with admiration. Miguel looked up from his guitar, his weathered face breaking into a grin. "Gracias, mi nina. Music is my soul's language, and here at Café del Amor, it finds its truest expression." Their interactions, along with those of other patrons, created a tapestry of diverse stories and connections within the café. Each person brought their own unique flavor to the mix, blending together in a harmonious blend of camaraderie and shared experiences. Conversations flowed freely at Café del Amor, weaving a tapestry of joys, sorrows, and dreams. Isabella moved from table to table, her smile never faltering as she listened attentively to each customer's story. The cafe buzzed with laughter and heartfelt conversations, creating a sense of intimacy and connection that was rare to find in a bustling city like Madrid. At one table, a group of friends shared memories of their childhood adventures, their voices rising and falling with nostalgia. At another, a young couple held hands across the table, lost in whispered confessions of love. And in a quiet corner, an elderly man sat alone, sipping his coffee with a faraway look in his eyes. Isabella approached him gently, placing a hand on his shoulder. "Are you okay, Señor?" she asked softly. The man looked up, his eyes brimming with unshed tears. "I miss her," he whispered hoarsely. "She used to love this cafe. It was our little haven." Isabella sat down beside him, offering a comforting presence. "Tell me about her," she said gently. And as he spoke of his late wife and their cherished memories at Café del Amor, the man found solace in sharing his grief with someone who truly cared. One day, a mysterious newcomer caught Isabella's eye as he entered Café del Amor. His tall frame and dark hair set him apart from the regular crowd, his quiet demeanor adding an air of intrigue to his presence. Isabella watched him closely as he settled at a corner table, his gaze wandering over the colorful murals adorning the walls. As the days passed, the newcomer became a familiar face at the cafe, though he remained enigmatic and aloof. The regulars whispered among themselves about his origins and intentions, speculating on the secrets he might be hiding behind his inscrutable facade. One afternoon, Isabella approached him with a warm smile. "Buenos dias," she greeted him cheerfully. "What brings you to Café del Amor?" The man looked up from his book, his eyes meeting hers for the first time. "I heard this was a place where hearts find solace," he said cryptically. Isabella raised an eyebrow, intrigued by his enigmatic words. "Well, you've come to the right place," she replied with a knowing smile. And as she walked away to attend to other customers, she couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to this mysterious newcomer than met the eye. Love blossomed within the walls of Café del Amor as relationships deepened and old flames reignited. Miguel found companionship with a widow named Elena, their shared love for music bringing them together in sweet harmony. Sofia discovered a kindred spirit in a fellow artist named Carlos, their creative energies sparking a passionate collaboration that set the cafe abuzz with excitement. One evening, as Miguel strummed his guitar by Elena's side, they shared a tender glance that spoke volumes of their growing affection. "You have brought music back into my life," Elena whispered softly, her eyes shining with gratitude. Miguel smiled warmly at her. "And you have brought light into my darkness," he replied, his heart overflowing with newfound joy. Meanwhile, Sofia and Carlos huddled over a blank canvas, their brushes moving in perfect synchrony as they painted side by side. "Your art speaks to my soul," Carlos murmured appreciatively. Sofia blushed at his words, feeling a rush of inspiration coursing through her veins. "And your presence ignites my creativity," she confessed shyly. The cafe became a place where hearts opened and connections flourished, each moment filled with romance and friendship that transcended boundaries and brought people closer together. In the intimate setting of Café Delamore, patrons shared their innermost thoughts and emotions with vulnerability and honesty. Secrets were revealed, forgiveness sought, and bonds strengthened through heartfelt conversations that touched the soul. One afternoon, two longtime friends sat across from each other at a corner table, their faces etched with years of unspoken words. "I'm sorry for what happened," one of them began tentatively. The other nodded solemnly. "I forgive you," they replied softly. And as they embraced in a tearful hug, years of resentment melted away, leaving behind a renewed sense of understanding and compassion. Elsewhere in the cafe, a young couple engaged in a heated argument that threatened to tear them apart. But through tears and heartfelt confessions, they found common ground and rekindled their love with newfound fervor. Isabella watched from afar, her heart swelling with pride at the transformative power of love and forgiveness that permeated every corner of Café Delamore. In these moments of vulnerability and connection, she knew that her cafe was more than just a place to enjoy coffee, it was a sanctuary for healing and understanding. Coffee and pastries played a central role in fostering connections at Café Delamore. From sharing churros con chocolate to savoring espresso shots brewed to perfection, each cup and treat brought people closer together in moments of shared delight. The aroma of freshly baked goods filled the air as Isabella bustled about behind the counter, expertly crafting each order with care and precision. The sound of steaming milk frothing echoed through the cafe, mingling with the chatter of patrons as they savored every sip and bite. At one table, an elderly couple shared a plate of flaky pastries, their eyes twinkling with joy at each other's company. "This reminds me of our honeymoon in Seville," the woman reminisced fondly. Her husband smiled wistfully. "Those were simpler times," he mused. But here at Café Delamore, we can relive those memories together. And as they clinked their coffee cups in a silent toast to their enduring love, Isabella watched on with a smile, knowing that her cafe was more than just a place to enjoy delicious treats. It was a vessel for creating lasting memories and connections that transcended time. As relationships evolved and stories intertwined at Café Delamore, new beginnings emerged from the tapestry of shared experiences. The mysterious newcomer found unexpected connections with the regulars, his presence adding a new dimension to the familiar surroundings. One evening, as Isabella approached him at his usual corner table, she noticed a softness in his gaze that hadn't been there before. "You seem different today," she observed quietly. The man looked up at her with a smile that reached his eyes. "I found something here that I didn't know I was looking for," he confessed. "A sense of belonging." Isabella's heart swelled with pride at his words. "You are always welcome here," she assured him warmly. And as he nodded gratefully in response, she knew that Café Delamore had become more than just a cafe. It was a sanctuary for lost souls seeking connection and acceptance. Tension simmered beneath the surface at Café Delamore as long-held secrets came to light and emotions ran high. But through honesty and understanding, conflicts were resolved and relationships healed in unexpected ways. One afternoon, two longtime friends sat down for coffee at their usual spot by the window. "I need to tell you something," one of them began hesitantly. The other listened intently, their eyes reflecting a mix of apprehension and hope. As the truth spilled out between them in raw honesty and vulnerability, years of misunderstandings unraveled before their eyes. "I had no idea," the listener whispered softly. "I'm so sorry." And as they embraced in a tearful hug that spoke volumes of forgiveness and reconciliation, Isabella watched from afar with tears glistening in her eyes. The power of love and understanding had triumphed once again at Café Delamore. The close-knit community of Café Delamore stood strong in the face of challenges, supporting each other through thick and thin. Bonds forged over shared experiences grew deeper, creating a sense of family among the diverse group of patrons who called the café home. One evening, as Isabella surveyed the bustling café from behind the counter, she felt a surge of gratitude for the people who had made Café Delamore what it was, a place of love and connection where everyone belonged. "You are all my family," she announced proudly to the crowded room. "Thank you for making this cafe a beacon of hope and joy for all who enter." The patrons responded with cheers and applause, their faces alight with appreciation for the sense of community that had blossomed within these four walls. And as they raised their coffee cups in a silent toast to friendship and unity, Isabella knew that Café Delamore was more than just a cafe. It was a sanctuary for souls seeking connection and belonging in a world filled with chaos and uncertainty. As the days turned into weeks at Café Delamore, memories were made and friendships solidified in the warm embrace of Isabella's vibrant spirit. Nostalgia mingled with hope for the future as patrons reflected on the enduring charm of their favorite cafe. One afternoon, Sophia approached Isabella with a shy smile on her face. "Thank you for creating this place," she said softly. "It has become my second home." Isabella enveloped her in a warm hug. "And you have become part of our family," she replied sincerely. Café del Amor is where hearts find solace and dreams take flight. And as they stood together in quiet companionship, surrounded by the familiar sights and sounds of their beloved café, Isabella felt a deep sense of gratitude for all that Café del Amor had brought into her life, a sense of purpose and fulfillment that transcended mere words. In the final moments of our story at Café del Amor in Spanish Madrid, Isabella's vibrant spirit continued to shine bright as ever before. New customers mingled with old friends within its cozy confines, drawn together by an invisible thread of love that bound them all. As Isabella surveyed her bustling cafe with pride and joy in her heart, she knew that its legacy would live on as a testament to the power of love in all its forms, a beacon of hope and connection for generations to come. And so we bid farewell to Café del Amor, a place where hearts found solace and dreams took flight, a place where love reigned supreme in every cup of coffee served with an extra dash of kindness and care. For in this humble cafe nestled in the heart of Spanish Madrid lay the true essence of life itself, a tapestry woven from threads of love and connection that bound us all together in an eternal dance of joy and fulfillment. And so it was that Café del Amor remained forever etched in our hearts as a sanctuary for souls seeking solace, a haven where love knew no bounds and dreams were born anew each day under its warm embrace.